Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Mercedes. In today's video, I have December polish pickup to share with you.
Show you a place where you gon' wanna move your feet.
If you haven't heard of what polish pickup is, it's a monthly collab between indie makers. They get together every single month and they create limited edition items, nail polish, nail care, foot care, jewelry, all sorts of little handmade, homemade goods. Now, Polish Pickup always opens the first Friday of every month, and then they close that following Monday, and it's always based off of a common theme. The theme gets voted in via the Facebook group, Polish Pickup Pack. I'll leave that Facebook group linked down below. But for the month of December, it is Makers Month, so the makers each individually get to make up their own theme, their own inspiration for their polish or for their item. I personally love this because it gives the makers the opportunity to dig deep into their imagination, their creativity, inspiration, and all of that to give us a beautiful finished product. Now, some items are capped, meaning that there's only a certain amount that are created, and once they sell out, that's typically it. You can't get your hands on them anymore. Sometimes makers can add to their cap if they're able to get more products and etc. And a good way to keep track of that is through the Facebook page, Polish Pickup Pack, or through their socials. And if something is capped and you know like 1000% you want it, then be sure to be at their website when shop opens on that first Friday. It's 11 a.m. Eastern time. It is a pre-order, so once shop closes, you'll get your order 3 to 4 weeks from that time. Okay, I think I got everything. I think so. I have a lot, like always, so let's get into it. BCB Lacquers is bringing us I Am a Flawed, Petty, Evil Creature, priced at $13.75 and kept at 500 bottles, and it's inspired by Rowena from the show Supernatural. I am sick, so I sound nasally. I wanted to get this video out yesterday, but I just was not feeling good. I really tried, and I was like, no, I have to rest, but I wanted to make sure that I put it together as soon as I could so all of you guys can see all of these beautiful offerings this month. This is a magnetic polish. It's described as a dusty lavender crelly with a blue purple shimmer and a pink orange gold green shifting magnetic pull. I did go in for 3 coats on this one and it built up beautifully. I'm going to recommend 3 coats on everybody. The magnetic pull is stunning. You can totally see all of the colors, the pink, the orange, the gold, and the green. Not so much in the velvet form. You do get glimpses of all the different colors, but it's definitely more prominent in its cat eye version. On my pinky nail, the cat eye version or the magnetic pull was just slight. So you kind of get a sense of like what that would look like if you didn't leave your magnet on for too long. It actually looks pretty nice because you can still see all of the colors and you don't get that like super strong line running throughout. So really it's just depending on how you play with your magnet, how you prefer, what colors you really want to see for the end product. Pictured are 3 coats of BCB Lacquers I Am a Flawed, Petty, Evil Creature with a glossy top coat. BCB Lacquers is also bringing us a cuticle oil. This is called My People Skills Are Rusty. It's a 6 ml click pen, priced at $8.50 and kept at $250. I love the twist off cuticle oils from BCB Lacquers because they do not leak. This one legit smells like Christmas on your nails. We have scents or notes of red berry, apple, greens, eucalyptus, soft vanilla, sandalwood, musk, and cedarwood. But the ingredients are amazing. It has jojoba oil, which is one of my favorite oils for the nails, and a ton of other amazing ingredients. If you have not tried a BCB Lacquers cuticle oil, I suggest that you do at least once, and wait obviously for a scent that you know that you're gonna like, because once you know you like that scent, it's gonna be a wrap, because I'm telling you, BCB Lacquers and cuticle oil scents are always like spot on. Cadillacquer is bringing us Experience, priced at $14.50 and capped at 295 bottles. And it's inspired by an Italian composer and pianist, Ludovico Einaudi, hopefully I'm saying that right, and his song Experience. It is a light blue to purple magnetic and a deep blue base packed with red to orange to yellow aurora shimmer. So I've been really liking polishing for my magnetics with no magnet on the first coat and then using my magnet on the remaining coats. I think it always comes out so much better that way. I went in for 2 coats. If you have long nails, you may want to do a 3rd coat. I think it's just going to be dependent on your nail line and preference. I love the backdrop for this. I know it's a deep blue base, but I'm getting a lot of maroon. I'm getting some purple in there as well. Mostly a lot of like maroon, like a really deep red brick brown. You can totally see the deep blue like at the edges of my nails, like as like it's there as it's like base, like the core base, but the components are just so jam-packed in here. That's what we're really seeing a lot of. The red, the orange shimmer, the purple magnetic pull is so beautiful as well. I feel like Cadillacquer can do no wrong when it comes to like experimenting with different color components and mixing them all in together. Like you wouldn't think certain colors are going to pair with other ones, but I feel like Cadillacquer always proves us wrong with that theory. Pictured are 2 coats of Cadillacquer Experience with a glossy top coat. Chamaeleon Nails is bringing us the sweetest bite, priced at $14 and capped at 250 bottles, and it's inspired by Baldur's Gate 3 and the maker's specific character Astarion. I think this is a video game. I googled it really quickly. It's a pink base with sparkly green shimmer. This one also glows in the dark. It glows like a turquoise color, or it can sometimes look like it's a little bit lighter, like a lilac color. I'll show you my movement and video with it swatched in the dark, glowing in the dark. I built this one up in 3 coats. Honestly, probably could have just did 2, but I was like, why not? Let's just go in for 1 more. So it's going to be preference with the amount of coats that you choose. I love the green shimmer in here. It is so sparkly. Like, it's such a simple sentence for the description. Pink base, sparkly green shimmer. But like, they're both so like vivid. We have this really bright vivid pink base, and then that green shimmer is like sparkly like no other. Here it is glowing in the dark, so you can sort of see like the turquoise effect. In certain lighting, it did look a little lilac to me. Here you guys are just seeing the turquoise color. I know in the description it says that it's not a super strong glow in the dark polish, but honestly I felt like it lit up in the dark pretty quickly for me. I used a UV light just to like charge it up, and then I just walked into like a dark area in my home, and it was glowing pretty quickly. Sometimes with glow in the dark polishes it takes a while to charge up, but not with this one. It was perfect. I'm really looking forward to wearing this one again, just so I can stare at the beautiful green shimmer again. Pictured are 3 coats of Chamaeleon Nails, the sweetest bite, with a glossy top coat. Cracked Polish is bringing us a big ol' hoops, priced at $13 and capped at 750 bottles. And Cracked Polish is channeling the 90s with this one. The maker loved dark lip liner with shimmering gloss, and this one just instantly makes her feel like a kid born in the 90s all over again. But it's described as a deep purple brown with glowing green shimmers. I was so surprised on that 2nd coat. I thought I was going to need 3 coats for this one because that 1st coat went on a little bit patchy and a little bit sheer, but then that 2nd coat was like, nope, gotcha, just kidding. I can totally see the moody vibes with this one too, but that green shimmer really brings out that base color even more. So it has like a moody edge to it, but then the green shimmer just brings in some of that like warmth and fun to the polish. On me, I see a lot of the purple undertones, but I can totally see some of those brown tones in there as well. This is going to make for a wonderful wintertime polish. Pictured are 2 coats of Cracked Polish, big ol' hoops with a glossy top coat. And I did actually wear big ol' hoops growing up. So I love the reference for this polish name. Cuticula is bringing us Berry Lit, priced at $13.50 and capped at 600 bottles. It is a berry base with pink, orange shifting shimmer and silver holographic flakies. Another beautiful, like deep, vampy shade. This one, that tone, that berry base. I think I have a thing for berry tones. Like, it just is that right shade of like pinky purple that I really enjoy wearing. Love these silver holographic flakies in here. They really make a statement on the nails. Now, I see a lot of like purpley, I mean, I know it's berry, but like purpley blue, almost like deep violet undertones in here, at least with the shifts. I know we have pink and orange shifting shimmer. You can totally see that in the center, but I feel like I'm getting total like deep violet shifting vibes all across the nail as well. I love this one. I'm telling you, it looks beautiful on the nails. Like, this is something that I totally want to wear again. There's a lot of polishes this month that I actually really enjoyed. I feel like polish pickup just like tricked me this like end of the year, because September is Halloween month and I always love that month. I have always loved it, and not that I didn't this past September, but it didn't resonate with me as much as these last few months. Like, the offerings, they're just like, it's like one after the other. It's like yes. So we are ending a polish pickup year hard with all of these beautiful polishes. But this is Cuticula in 2 coats, berry lit, with a glossy top coat. Glam Polish is bringing us Dull My Sparkle, I Dare You, priced at $13.50 and kept at 400 bottles. And it's inspired by a quote from Sparkle Cat: "When you're fabulous, but still ready to cut anyone who messes with your sparkle." I love that. This one is a black jelly with pink, orange, and gold shifting, shimmer, and silver reflective, and micro holographic glitters. I went in for 2 coats on this one and it built up beautifully. Longer nails, potentially a 3rd coat, but this is the full opaque look with 2 coats on my shorter nails. Love the smokiness, love this tone, love this polish. I fell in love with Glam Polish. I know I sound like a broken record, but when I first discovered my love for reflective glitter, Glam Polish was just like killing it with all the beautiful offerings they had. And ever since then, I really enjoyed the formulation, reflective glitter polishes that they create, the kitchen sink sort of polishes that I see from them. I just love that. But back to this polish. Love the smoky vibes that we get with the shifts. I think that's because we're working with a black jelly base, but then we have everything else loaded in there. So your pink and your orange and your gold shimmer. So it sort of is like trying to bring out the light in the polish, but the smoky vibes from the black jelly base are still there. And then the silver reflective, it's perfection in here. Like, the sparkle that you get is just like perfect. Love this one. And I'm probably biased because I love reflective glitter, but that's okay. I still love the polish, and I think you guys will too. Pictured are 2 coats of Glam Polish, Dull My Sparkle, I Dare You, with a glossy top coat. Dreamland Lacquer is bringing us Bog to Table, priced at $13.50 and capped at 500. This one is inspired by delicious winter cranberry desserts. It is a deep wine base that's filled with pink, orange, gold iridescent flakes and fuchsia holographic micro glitter. Now, this one is a total like jelly polish in my opinion. I built this one up in 3 coats and I still had a little bit of nail line showing, but we have so many flakies in here and the holographic micro glitter that like we're not going to be paying attention to our actual nails. We're gonna be paying attention to those gorgeous flakies. But even here on 3 coats, you can't really tell I have any nail line showing. I think I was just being picky with myself. If you have super long nails with like a super prominent nail line, you're gonna want to do the 3 coats, and I think honestly you may be fine. Like I said, I feel like this is a true jelly formula, so it's just gonna depend on how you polish, and that's, you know, how you polish and what the end result is going to look like. But nonetheless, again, another beautiful berry tone. The berry tones. The flakies are beautiful. I love how we are working with like similar tone flakies, but we're still able to see them. The jelly base, it gives like opportunity for these flakies just to get like sandwiched into the layers. We're still able to see the texture, the good texture, not bad texture, between each layers of the polish. The glitter that's in here, the holographic micro glitter, it's just enough to give you like that twinkle and sparkle, but another winter polish for sure. Pictured are 3 coats of Dreamland Lacquer, Bog to Table, with a glossy top coat. DRK Nails is bringing us Amazing Elephant, priced at $13.80 and capped at 300 bottles. And elephants are the maker's favorite animals because of how strong, faithful, caring, and relatable they are. So this one is described as a brown base that's mixed with a blue-purple magnetic pigment and copper and holographic micro flakies. So first coat, no magnet. Second coat, I used my magnet. On the third coat, I used the magnet to get full opacity here. Love the backdrop. It is like a twinkling sky. My middle finger is the velvet form, which I think is pretty, but I love this one way better in the cat eye version. It just looks so much more mysterious. If you want more of those blue purple tones on the nail, then I would say do it in the velvet form. But I feel like this polish is meant to be in the cat eye version. Pictured are 3 coats of DRK Nails Amazing Elephant with a glossy top coat. Garden Path Lacquers is bringing us Midnight Higher, priced at $13.50, and there is no cap. This is actually their 6th official shade in their Midwinter Midnights Volume 3 collection. The rest of the polishes are actually on the website. So I actually swatched that collection, the Midwinter Midnights collection. I'll leave it linked so you guys can check it out. But this one is described as a clear base that's filled with red holographic micro glitter, silver holographic micro flakes, and iridescent blue purple shifting fairy flakes. For this one, I thought I was going to need a third coat because of the clear base, but no, I was able to achieve the full opaque look in 2 coats, and that's because we are jam-packed with all of the glitter and all of the flakies in here, guys. Like, this is like a sparkly, hollow goodness on the nail. I love the tone that we're getting. It's like this really darker rose gold, like the pink base. Don't be fooled, it is a clear base. It's just filled with a lot of components that are making us think that our base is a certain color. But I think this is beautiful. It's like a really nice nude polish. Like, if you don't like nude polish, if I'm gonna wear a nude, it needs to be like sparkled and bedazzled. For me, I feel like this is that perfect sort of nude, because it's like that really flattering, calm tone, almost beige undertones, pinky sort of vibes, rose gold, and then you throw in all those fun flakies in there, and you throw in all the sparkle and the hollow. So like, I love that. This is like a palette cleanser in the winter time for me. But I think this is going to look so beautiful on a lot of different skin tones just because of the tone. Like, on me it looks more pinky, and then I've noticed on like certain other skin tones, like darker skin tones, it pulls a little more red. Lighter skin tones, I feel like it pulls a little more brown. Pictured are 2 coats of Garden Path Lacquers Midnight Higher with a glossy top coat. Glam Polish is bringing us a quart of Frost in Starlight, priced at $14 and capped at 250 bottles, and the inspiration is a quart of Frost in Starlight from the ACOTAR series, A Court of Thorns and Roses, which is like my Roman Empire of books. It's what got me back into reading. Those characters and the plot and Valaris literally live rent-free in my head every single day, like every day. But so this polish is very special to me just because of the inspo. But it's described as a blue-gray crelly with shifting iridescent flakies, aurora shimmer, and white glitter mix. I went in for 3 coats on this one. I think 3 coats is going to look best on everybody. It is a crelly base, which I think is perfect because as you're polishing, we don't lose any of the components. We're able to see them all build up beautifully. Love the dusty baby blue vibes that we're getting. I'm not a baby blue polish lover by any means, but this one's a little dusty, so you know, I can work with that, and I'm gonna work with it because I love the inspo. Have you guys ever purchased a polish just because you love the inspiration behind it? I know that's so bad to do, but you know, sometimes you just have to, right? I love the addition of the white glitter mix in here. It just reminds me of snow. Like, this just reminds me of a really pretty snow globe on the nails. These shifting iridescent flakies, I love that component in here. They're not like overbearing. Like, they take their turn to shine. And when I say that, I mean like you can see the shifts at different angles. They're not like super chunky. They don't just take over the entire nail. They shift at just the right angles, and I love that. Pictured are 3 coats of Glam Polish, a quart of Frost and Starlight with a glossy top coat. Glisten Glow is bringing us Ice Castles, priced at $13.50, and currently there is no cap. That might change
if I get updated, I will make sure to leave it down below for you guys. But this is inspired by ice castles, which is an amazing thing to go see in the wintertime. I personally have not seen them yet, which I should, because I live in a state that does get super cold in the winter. So that is going to be on my field trip list for the family and me. But this was described as a smoky blue base jelly that's loaded with shimmer that shifts purple, light pink, yellow, and green at extreme angles. Amazing formulation. This one actually built up in 2 coats. I thought I was going to need another coat just because of the jelly formulation and the light color, but the 2 coats were just perfect. I can totally see the inspiration in this. It is such a vibrant shade, but it has like this subtle effect to it. It has a really nice like glow from within. I don't know how to describe it. Like, it's just very calm and peaceful, but it makes a statement. And I don't know if it's because of the shimmer that's in there. Like, I don't know, there's just something special about this one. It gives you this very like pearlescent look without like the streakiness. This is definitely a winter polish for sure. It totally reminds me of like winter weather, something you want to wear like when it's super cold outside, if it's snowing and you just want to match that mood. I feel like this is that polish because it's subtle and light but makes a statement. Pictured are 2 coats of Glisten Glow Ice Castles with a glossy top coat. Jen & Berries is bringing us Strobe, priced at $13.50 with no cap. And the polish is inspired by a song, Strobe from Dead Mouse. And you guys gotta go read the description because it talks about the layers of the polish and how when each layer of polish goes on, it talks about the different sort of melodies and the representation of the colors and all of that. Definitely go and read it because it's going to be too long if I explain it here. This is described as an ocean blue base that has holographic micro glitter in black, fuchsia, and blue, and then it also has a blue purple shifting shimmer and pink reflective glitter. I built this one up in 3 coats. I think 3 coats is going to work best for everybody. This one you definitely want to use a glitter smoother and then a glossy top coat over it because of all of the glitter that's in here, the reflective glitter that can dry down a little bit textured as well. This one almost felt like patriotic, but then when I started really looking at it, I was like, no, because the sparkle in here leans more on the purpley side, and then you get a lot of pink and a lot of purple in here as well. It is so sparkly and I love that. This one, total winter vibes and total summer vibes. Pictured are 3 coats of Jen & Berries Strobe with a glossy top coat. Owl Lacquer is bringing us the Big Dark, priced at $13 with no cap, and it's inspired by the time period during the fall-winter season in Western Washington, referred to as the Big Dark. It is a clear base that's filled with holographic dust and multichrome pigment that shifts indigo, violet, magenta, and red. Oh my gosh, the glow. The glow is something else with this polish. This is another one where I saw like the bottle and I was like, oh, it's pretty. And then I painted my nails and I was like, oh, this is very pretty. Despite this being a clear base, I was able to get full opacity in 2 coats. Really, I think 2 coats is fine for everybody. If you have super long nails, probably a 3rd coat, but you can see the opacity here in 2 coats. This is chock full of holographic. Chock full, and I love that. I love when it's chock full of holographic because one, I know it's gonna like give me all the rainbow and the sparkle and the glimmer in sunlight. I didn't get to show this off in the sun, but based off of what I'm seeing, that like icy sheen because of the silver from the hollow, I already know that this is gonna like sparkle like no other. Love the multichrome pigment in here because of the beautiful shifts. You know, I'm a sucker for anything that has any sort of red shimmer or pigment in it, like as an added component. Though the red multichrome isn't super prominent here, you can totally see it at extreme angles. It just gives you that like very subtle fiery vibe. What we're seeing a lot of is that indigo and violet, but that multichrome pigment is what's giving us the glow, those specific colors. But I love this one. Pictured are 2 coats of Night Owl Lacquer, the Big Dark, with a glossy top coat. Painted Polish is bringing us a bling in the new year, priced at $12.50 with no cap, and this is inspired by the ball drop on New Year's Eve in Times Square. It's a mix of pink and gold holographic galaxy glitters, as well as gold and silver reflective glitters and black flakies, all in a clear base, which is always mind-blowing to me. We have actually a lot of polishes this month that we're working with clear bases, and it's loaded with components. This one I built up in 3 coats. Now I didn't use it as a topper, but you can certainly do that if you want to. This just in 3 coats. Oh, the sparkle, like, oh my gosh. Yes, New Year's, definitely. I think this has to be like my New Year's polish, like my New Year's mani, New Year's Eve, like, just because of the sparkle in here. It built up beautifully in 3 coats. I didn't have any difficulty with like it getting too chunky or thick. I'm totally going to use a glitter smoother and then a glossy top coat, because we have so much glitters in here that it's just going to dry down textured. And you know me, I love a nice plump juicy look on the nail, so definitely need the extra layering with my top coats there. But if you want a super sparkly polish, just like something simple with lots of sparkle in there, great formulation, this one is it. Pictured are 3 coats of Painted Polish, bling in the new year with a glossy top coat. Penelope Luz is bringing us Roses for the Queen, priced at $13.50 and capped at 700 bottles, and it's inspired by a very common New Year's tradition on Brazilian beaches, throwing flowers into the sea for the Queen of the Sea. It's described as a magnetic baby pink with a turquoise blue undertone. So first coat, no magnet. Second coat, I did use my magnet. You can totally see that baby pink magnetic pull. Only did this in 2 coats. Longer nails, you may want to do a 3rd coat, but if you did do the velvet form, I think 2 coats is just fine. So velvet form is on my middle finger. We get a lot more of the pink tone in here. 2 different looks though, right? I love it in the cat eye version because I love that blue undertone. Like, I can see the inspiration here, right? If you're thinking of a beautiful beach, you're thinking of that really bright turquoise aqua tone, and then the flowers, right? The pink tones in here. So I feel like if you're going for what the inspiration is, cat eye version all the way, especially if you want those blue tones to really, stand out. But if you want something more, pinky, then definitely in the velvet form. But amazing formula. Penelope Luz always, I can't talk. I need more caffeine. Penelope Luz always has an amazing formula, polish formula. Pictured are 2 coats of Penelope Luz, Roses for the Queen with a glossy top coat. Eyed Lacquer is bringing us my glow stick Still Doesn't Glow, priced at $13 and capped at 300 bottles. And this is the birthday polish from the Polish and Beauty Expo of this year, 2025. It is a light blue crelly with strong pink gold shifting shimmer. Did I say it's capped at 300? I don't remember, but it is capped at 300. Now, I went in for 3 coats on this one. Long nails, you will want to do 3 coats. You will see some nail line, just FYI. Could you totally use this as a topper? 1000%. It will transform your base polish, but you can totally use it as a base, as a topper. But I'm telling you, the glow is insane here. So if you have long nails and you really like this one, but you don't like nail line showing, use some sort of like visible nail line blur and then go in with this one, because the glow is like no other. It is like no other. Like, I know I've been saying some of these polishes have a beautiful glow from within, super glowy. This one, like, whoa glow. Like, oh glow. Pictured are 3 coats of Eyed Lacquer. My glow stick Still Doesn't Glow with a glossy top coat. Rogue Lacquer is bringing us Deep Dive, priced at $13.50 with no cap. And it's inspired by tropical fish. It is a purple magenta to green sparkly multichrome with green small glowy green glass flakes. So first coat, you can see those green flakies. On the second coat, we start seeing more of the beautiful glow from the green. I did go in for a third coat on this one. I'm going to say 3 coats on everybody, and it's going to look beautiful. I've seen this mattified. Oh, I think I like it better mattified than I do glossy, which says a lot because I don't mattify any polishes. Like, it's just not my vibe. But this one mattified is beautiful. Now it has a really pretty dark purpley base. You can see the magenta vibes kind of like creeping in from the sides right there. I think what I love most about this one is those green flakies. They really illuminate off the nail. They have a great contrast against the like darker purple base, which can totally make this like a multi-season polish. If you're a polish seasonal wearer like I am, you could totally wear this in the winter time. I can see this being a fun summertime polish too, or like Halloween because of the purple and the green. So there's so many different seasons you can wear this polish in. Pictured are 3 coats of Rogue Lacquer Deep Dive with a glossy top coat. Sassy Sauce Polish is bringing us Rosé the Night Away, priced at $13.50 with a cap of 500 bottles. Now this is a thermal polish, so it's a purple when cold, and then it transitions to an orange, red, gold, green shimmer when it's warm, and it has black and ghost flakies in here. Now I just did 2 coats and I thought that was perfect. I'm going to say 2 to 3 for everybody, but on that second coat I was able to get full opacity on my shorter nails. Here it is in its cold state. It is like a purpley tone. It has a lot of pink undertones in there, but I think it's so pretty. I see a lot of the orange shimmer peeking through. I see some of that red shimmer peeking through as well, which gives us some warmth into the polish. I love a good red shimmer in a polish as well. The ghost flakies, you can see them. They're shifting orange and pink and yellow. Here it is in the warm state. It is like this almost clear, but not exactly. You can sort of see my hands trying to go back into the cold state here, but it gives you this really golden sheen, and it could be from that shimmer, right? It could be from the orange shimmer. In the warmer state, you do get glimpses of the green shimmer, I'd say like at extreme angles. Pictured are 2 coats of a Sassy Sauce Polish, Rosé the Night Away with a glossy top coat. Stella Chroma is bringing us Fair Isle, priced at $13.50, and there is no cap. And Fair Isle is inspired by a technique used to knit winter sweaters. It is a creamy olive green that has silver holographic flakies and a strong red gold shimmer. My Prugly lovers, this one is for you. I love a good Prugly polish. When I saw this, I was like, yes, 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 yes. It is so beautiful. It has an amazing red gold shimmer. Pairs perfectly with this. Can totally see the olive undertones in here, the like yellow vibes, the yellow golden vibes that we're getting. You throw in those hollow flakies and it just makes it, and not that this is an ugly polish, right? It's a Prugly, but you throw in hollow flakies to make it pretty, but it's still pretty, but it's a Prugly polish. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's lovely. It had an amazing formula. Honestly, I tell people who haven't been into nail polish or at all, or who don't know anything about nail polish, like friends and family and stuff, I always recommend Stella Chroma because they do have an amazing formula. And this one, amazing. Pictured are 2 coats of Stella Chroma Fair Isle with a glossy top coat. Sweet and Sour Lacquer is bringing us the Wrong Shade of Right, priced at $13, and there's a cap of 250 bottles. That's really low. So if you like this one, you need to be on the website when they open. But this one's described as a burnt neon orange with blue, violet, pink shimmer. Another great formula for such a lighter polish. Definitely agree with the description, this being burnt neon. When I first got it, I didn't have the description in front of me, and I was like, this is like peach, but it's not peach. And it totally makes sense. It's burnt orange. The addition of the blue violet shimmer in here, oh my gosh, I love it. I think it is so vibrant. Again, another glow from within sort of polish. The formula was so surprised that I was able to get full opacity in just the 2 coats. Honestly, this is a very interesting tone and shade. I'm like as I was swatching it, I was trying to remember, like, have I swatched anything or do I own anything in this color or tone? And I couldn't remember. If I do, it's probably really old. But I honestly can't think of something right now, which makes it very, very unique. Just for the fact that it has that beautiful glowy shimmer just dancing within the layers of polish. Pictured are 2 coats of sweet and sour lacquer in the wrong shade of right with a glossy top coat. And our lovely Zombie Claw is bringing us OG Kitty Queen, priced at $13.75 and kept at 300 bottles. It's described as a sassy pink red base that has electric red gold shimmer. Now I see the pink undertones in here, but I definitely see more brown undertones. Like, it just looks like a rich, deep red brown. Built it up in 2 coats and I was able to get full opacity. I'm going to say 2 to 3 for everybody. Longer nails, probably 3 coats potentially, depending on nail line and preference. Now, you see what I mean with like that beautiful, like brownish sort of undertone as well. Like, you get, like, it's definitely pink leaning with the undertone, but lots more of the brown in here. And it could be because of the shimmer, I don't know, but whatever the case, I do love the base. I think it's so flattering. If you love red polish, if you love orange polish, I think this one is definitely up your alley. The shimmer is super, super sparkly. It is an electric shimmer, so of course it's going to give you all that glimmer and glint, but I think this is a perfect like off holiday polish, right? Because when you think of the holidays, you think of red. Or like if you want something more non-traditional for the holidays, but still sparkly, this is it right here. Pictured are 2 coats of Zombie Claw OG Kitty Queen with the glossy top coats. Okay, so favorites. Don't have the bottles in front of me, so I'll post pictures so you guys can see, but I'll be looking at my phone. First one, Cuticula. This shade is like a velvety, beautiful. I love the like deep magenta berry tones, but I especially love the glitter that's running throughout. It gives you a nice little contrast, not too extreme, but just enough. And it's such a pretty holiday color. It's such a pretty winter color, and especially moving into like Valentine's Day. Yes. And then Glam Polish, that one is called Dull My Sparkle, I Dare You. I like the name. But it has reflective glitter. I love reflective glitter. And it's just this really like dusty shade. It's very like smoky and mysterious, but then you add that gorgeous shimmer. It's like this pinky yellow copper gold shimmer, and then the reflective glitter over top of it. It just like, I like it. I'm like speechless. Stella Chroma, Fair Isle. Of course, have to do this one. It is your typical Prugly shade, but it has this really pretty glow to it, like a golden glow. And then the hollow flakies in there, I like love it. Fun fact, right? Little story. The first time I ever saw hollow flakies in a polish was a picture of a Stella Chroma polish. And what is it called? Oh my gosh, it was like Family Man or something like that. Hold on, I'm gonna look now. Yes, Stella Chroma Family Man. That was the first picture of a polish with hollow flakies that I saw, and I remember just staring at it like, what is in this polish that makes it just look so beautiful? I was so intrigued by the hollow flakies, and then my love for hollow flakies just never ended. But anyways, I love the offering for PPU, typical Prugly shade. I'm all for that. Night Owl Lacquer, the Big Dark. This one, oh my gosh. Beautiful, vibrant purple tone. It is chock full of hollow, and I couldn't show it off in the sunlight, but I know like the hollow is gonna pop like crazy in the sun. I'm like looking at a picture now, and I love when a polish is like chock full of hollow, and I can tell because it gives off this like icy sheen. Oh, there's a polish from Bluebird Lacquer, a red one, I forget the name, but it's just like that icy sheen because there's so much hollow in there. And I know this one's gonna be beautiful in the sun. Plus, I absolutely love the super vibrant, glowy purple tone. Okay, and cracked polish, Big Ol' Hoops. I love the name. Again, just a beautiful, deep berry tone, very vampy like,
but the shimmer is stunning. Like, I feel like the shimmer and the base complement each other well. One is not overbearing or taking over from the other. It's just enough to give you such a pretty glow, and you can still see the color of the shimmer in this deep base. It's just beautiful, like total winter polish. Like, I absolutely love this one. I could probably keep going and tell you so many more favorites because there's really a lot of beautiful polishes this month. So whatever you end up deciding or choosing, you can't go wrong. There's something for everybody and they're beautiful. And this is just some of the polishes that are going to be available. There's way more polishes. All right, everybody, that is all that I have for you today. Let me know what you plan on wish listing and what you plan on picking up. Oh, and I forgot to mention, wish listing does open the first Sunday, the Sunday of the week that the shop is opening. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.